Command backup request. Vital signs critical. Another agent is now in your group. An agent needs assistance. An agent needs assistance.
What's up guys, Wolf here. Welcome to another Division 2 build video. In today's video, I'm going to showcase my new and improved best skill damage build. I originally created the best skill damage build a couple of years ago now. I can't believe how time has flown. And over the years, I have tweaked it and changed it up. And I finally found the right combination for me over the years. It's taken some time, but I really wanted to post this video so I can share this build with you guys. Now, this is also going to depend on your situation. The first part of the gameplay that you saw, I was playing solo. So the first build I'm going to show was that one. When I play solo, I use this build because it needs to be tweaked to play in a group. I think you need to switch your build up if you're going to be playing in Legendary Mission or Heroic or in a team or solo. So the first bit of gameplay and the first version will be me playing solo, what I would use playing solo. Then the second is going to be me playing in a group. Skill damage builds are arguably the best. This is arguably one of the best builds in the game. As you guys know, the turret and drone combination is so good. There are many different ways to run it. No way is the best. Now, there is a best damage version, which I originally created. I will leave a link down below for that build. I can't remember if it's been years or months. I can't believe how time has flown. But regardless, that build is if you want the most amount of damage. But this setup, I've tweaked it to make use of a bit more weapon damage. I did post something similar a few months ago, but I have changed a few pieces and I wanted to post this as it's a new year, 2024, and I want you guys to see what I'm using and share my ideas. So the first version is how I play solo. The turret and drone combination is so good. You can go into a legendary mission with this build easily. Throw out your turret, throw out your drone, and it does everything for you. But I like to, personal preference, obviously it's up to you to adapt the build to suit your own playstyle. I personally like to utilize my gun and to shoot the enemies. So I have gone for crit chance and some crit damage. I think it's important because the capacitor, the weapon itself, I like the way they've redone it. It looks really nice. This gun, you get more weapon damage for each skill tier you have. So you can see the devs are trying to show, hey, you're going to be shooting, because we want to keep this stacked. It's really good. You can use other guns and weapon talents like Perfectly in Sync or In Sync, whatever, Spike. You can do that, but I prefer to use this because this gun hits hard. Like you can actually go through a mission just using your gun, not even, I know it's a skill build, but that just goes to show how strong we are with this weapon, how much damage we can actually put out. The mods are incredible. 30% crit damage. We need to make use of this, and weapon handling, accuracy, stability, reload speed, and swap speed. This gun is an absolute beast, and I recommend you guys make use of it. We get skill damage and extra weapon damage. So now, a few things I want to get out of the way. You don't have to use this talent on the bag, and you don't have to use the talents on the chest piece. I'm going to explain why I've chosen this. There is a safety net mechanic in the game, and yes, one of the devs did confirm this when I asked them. I'll try to find the tweet. If not, I'm sure it'll be somewhere along the line of the Div 2 on my actual Twitter page or X page. I will leave a link down below. Go follow me on X, by the way, as well. So what that means is you take so much damage in this game, and the devs have implemented a system where it prevents you from instantly getting one-shotted. I don't know if you guys know this, but you'll probably have noticed it or maybe ignored it. If you're getting shot, you can take fatal damage but not actually go down or get wiped. You'll see you'll be taking damage and all of a sudden you'll still be getting shot, but your character doesn't go down. That's a safety net mechanic. And if you look at kinetic momentum, which is a very good talent, which requires you to have your skills out together for the stacks to generate. We'll lose our drone every now and again. We might lose our turret. This will make you lose millions of damage in a mission. And let's be honest, glass cannon, yes, you take more damage, but you get almost one-shotted with not using glass cannon. So why would you not use glass cannon? Just try it, use it. It makes sense. But you can go for kinetic momentum. You will lose millions of damage over the course of a mission, but it's fine. You can use this if you're not too comfortable with glass cannon at first. But I do recommend trying to get into the habit of using GC. It's the best by far. Make sure you guys make use of this. GC is really, really good, especially considering how squishy we are anyway. Legendary NPCs destroy you. Then the backpack talent. Perfect combined arms is one of the pieces I'm going to swap to playing in a team, the force multiplier. This gives you 30%, whereas this is 25%. I know there's a perfect variation, but it's on I think it's on an Alps or something. It doesn't really help us that much. But I would rather, in this situation, I know I'm going to be shooting all the time, but because I'm playing solo, I've got tech support, because if I'm in trouble, I'm not going to be shooting. I want my skills to still be doing damage. And this combined arms only lasts 3 seconds. This is 25 seconds and it refreshes. So I would absolutely recommend going for tech support with this build. Glass cannon, high damage, high weapon damage, high skill damage. And we can also not just rely on us having to shoot to get the skill damage. And I've also, you're probably wondering, why have I got a Cheska? It's because it helps me get my crit chance. So we've got a lot of crit damage on this build. 111% is no joke, and it's not even fully optimized. 57.5% crit chance. That is a lot of damage because we have got a base amount of crit damage from the Shadetech watch and other ways. I think it's good to make use of that. And also, what other piece are we going to use here? Normally we'd have the perfect combined arms, which is the Honey-U, which is skill haste. Skill haste doesn't really work for drone and turret. We don't care if it goes down. You see where I'm going with this? And 10% crit chance is a very high amount for a one-piece bonus. So I believe this is the most efficient way for me to run this. The 3-piece Empress is the best because skill efficiency is everything. So that's 20% skill damage here, 10% everything, duration, whatever. It's perfect. The Wyvern for more skill damage, the crit chance, Cheska. Then obviously the waveform to alternate damage. If you're not going to be using a 2 damage skills, this might not be worth it. So try something else. One thing I will mention as well is sometimes your skills will go down. You may see that in the gameplay. That's dependent on you. You can use an Artificer Hive to buff your turret, refresh it. You can heal one of your skills. There are many different ways, but I think this is probably going to be the most efficient, and I find it to be the most effective for myself. Just always keep that in mind. So, quite simple, guys. Technician specialization, make sure the skill damage is activated, not the healing. Then, also assault rifle, if you're going to be using an AR, make sure that damage is increased. Then, because we've got an extra skill tier, I can have a red, so I've chosen to utilize the red on my Cheska. So, with this, I recommend capacitor. You can use perfect in sync, whatever, it doesn't matter, but this is going to be good, like I mentioned before earlier. Then scalpel for overcharge. You can use the AR version, it doesn't matter. I want to save bullets, so you can use this. I recommend this one. Nice gun, looks cool, has great utility. It's up to you. Then the pistol, in case I run out of ammo, in sync, just pop a shot every couple of seconds, and then we can get that increased damage, which is quite handy. And then you can have, you know, a less skill tier if you wanted to use this, but you don't have to have it on the card custom. It's up to you. Then simple 3-piece Empress. You can have that either way on the bag, mask, it doesn't matter. 3-piece Empress for health, skill damage, efficiency, which is everything, must have. Then the Cheska, crit chance, Wyvern, skill damage, and then the alternating skill damage from this exotic holster, must have as well. Every piece, I kind of want to get my crit chance to at least 54%. So just try go above 54%. So roll crit chance and skill damage on everything. So this is ideally what you want. So let me go through each piece for you guys. Crit chance, skill damage, critical hit damage, modification, the chest piece, crit chance, skill damage, crit damage modification, the exotic holster, the backpack with tech support, same thing again. Same thing with the gloves, and then same with the knee pads. Works great. We can hit hard. Our skills can hit hard. If you want to, you can change these mods to haste if you really believe you think you need it. I don't recommend it. Or duration, because sometimes it depends how long you take in a mission. Some sections of a mission may be more difficult than others, and you might find your drone and turret will go down. But normally they don't. You need to do more damage then, and this is a good way of doing damage. As you can see, I'm still yet to optimize it. I'm always trying to tweak other builds, so I don't really get the time. But I'm working on it for TU20. So how would I switch this? Let me show the stats before I switch it up, so you guys can have a look. How would I switch this up to change and play in a group? Now, you can go into a group situation and make use of this build. That's fine. But I wouldn't really recommend it. Like I said before, the chest piece, kinetic momentum, you can use whatever you want. It doesn't really matter. I actually use perfectly efficient in the first part of the incursion to oxychem the turrets. So there's many different chest piece talents you can go for. You can even use the one where you go and cover, you give your teammates weapon damage and skill damage. There's many different ways. That's fine. I stick to glass cannon. So I would simply remove the backpack. So we've got a Wyvern Wear tech support bag. I would switch this up for a Force Multiplier Hunter U bag with perfect combined arms. This is going to be good because I'm not going to be getting focused. I'm playing in a team, more skill damage as opposed to 25. And it's just better, I believe. And also with tech support, you'll be relying on getting kills from your skills. A lot of the time your teammates might get the kills, therefore you don't even get tech support. So I'd recommend putting this one on with a crit damage mod. Now it's up to you. I generally stick to having my crit chance, my Cheska, because I think it's worth it. I didn't want to kind of just put a little bit more extra skill damage, but that's perfectly fine. If that is on you, you can switch up. I'm not saying this is the best version. You switch it up. You can put a Wyvern mask or a Cheska mask. That's fine. Just be careful of your crit chance. Double check it, make sure it's not below 54%. And then if it is, maybe put a crit chance mod instead of a crit damage mod. It's that simple. So that's how I recommend switching up the build. So that's it, guys. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. I'm sure you know about these builds. If not, you need to give it a try. I absolutely love it. So make sure you leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys very soon in the next one. Peace out.